What up, maniacs? It's probably again. I'm back. As usual. You feel me? Like and subscribe. Come rock with me. So what we're gonna do right now is, like I said, I'll probably do that next. So I'm gonna do Eminem versus Limp Bizkit. But since Limp Bizkit never responded, or I don't know if they did. I couldn't find a response, but I got two videos. We can do the song. I'm gonna react to that next, but I at least wanted to give a reasoning what Eminem said this was all behind. You dig what I'm saying? So right now we're gonna do an interview where Eminem speak on the beef with them. So what I need you to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe, come rock with me. We turn it back up. Y'all ready? Y'all got y'all some juice, some chips, something? Y'all good? Y'all straight? All right, let's go.
This is really the first interview that I've talked about this because I wasn't trying to blow it up in the press because I didn't want people saying that was the reason I was trying to sell the album. But I do have a song on the record. It's a hidden track. You got to find it. It's not really listed on the record, but the song is called Girls, and it's talking about Limp Bizkit. And the reason that I diss Limp Bizkit is because they're little girls. And the reason they're little girls is because we were on tour together, right? The anger management tour. And this has nothing to do with Fred canceling every other show because his throat hurt. Right.
Bro. So he was on tour with Limp Bizkit, and Buddy was canceling shows because his throat hurt. What?
Has nothing to do with Fred canceling every other show because his throat hurt. Right. No, I don't want people thinking it. I don't want people thinking that that's the reason that I dissed him. The reason that I dissed him is because when all the beef with Everlast was going on, right? They wanted to jump in the middle of it. They wanted to jump in.
We gotta cover that beef too. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today because there's a couple songs. Cause he shot at M responded, then he responded. Oh, so it's like four. It's like four. So that'd be like 4 videos.
It with me and take my side, right? And they wanted to do a song with me because I did a song, Everlasting, with me and take my side. They wanted to jump in the middle of it. They wanted to jump in it with me and take my side, right? And they wanted to do a song with me because I did a song, Everlast did a song dissing me, then I dissed him back, and he dissed me back again. So I was gonna diss him back again one final time. So I was telling them about it. They wanted to get on the song. Fred Durst was like, yeah, man, write me some shit, bro. I'll say that shit. And then DJ Lethal, man, I hate Everlast, man. He comes over, he steals my weed, like all this shit, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like,
bro, he stole his weed. This is stupid. He's stupid, bro.
Say that shit. And then DJ Lethal, man, I hate Everlast, man. He comes over, he steals my weed, like all this shit, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you guys really want to get on the song, I'll set up the studio time in LA. Let's do it. And they're like, okay, whatever. So so we set up the studio time. The day I get to the studio, that day, Fred pages us. Yo, I got a toothache, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it today. And DJ Lethal says he doesn't know how he feels about doing the song.
So he just got bad mouth problems. His throat hurt, toothache. What's going on, bro?
Because he's still cool with Everlast. So I'm thinking, all right, if he's still cool with Everlast, then why was he telling me he hates him? You don't say it. I'm not gonna run to somebody and say I can't stand Denial. Do you know what I mean? To somebody I barely know those guys. You know what I'm saying? So if you were white, that's a girl. That's a fucking girl. That's a little girl. That's a Girl Scout right there.
Y'all piecing down.
So that's not what pissed me off. That's not even what pissed me off. I'm like, okay, all right. My opinion of them lowered, but I was like, all right, I'll do the song anyways, and still put them in my raps, still said their names in my raps, and use them against Everlast, right? So then, like, not even 2 weeks later, these motherfuckers are on MTV talking about, they asked him about the Everlast thing. They asked Lethal about the Everlast thing, right? Lethal said, I think personally that M is a good rapper. He's a better MC, but I think that in a fight, Everlast will whip his ass. Now, come on, dog.
You supposed to be doing that song.
Yeah, what the... For real.
Cause, okay, I got that part, cause that's what he said in the song. So D12 in the background reciting the song, cause like that hit perfect.
Rapper, he's a better MC, but I think that in a fight, Everlast will whip his ass. Now, come on, dog.
You supposed to be doing that song.
Yeah, what the... For real, what the is that? Now, you tell me what you would do. What would you do in a situation like that? Like, I'm sitting back on TV, I'm sitting back at home watching the TV like, I think Everlast will whip his ass. I'm like, what? You were supposed to be on the song with me. What kind of shit is that? Like, I would not have made a move if it wasn't for that. If 10, 20 million people did not see him say that Everlast would whip my ass. There was no call for it, dog. If you didn't want to be in the beef, then you should have stayed out of the beef. You shouldn't have opened your mouth with an opinion. That's it. So that's why I dissed him. And I look at him as a group, and I dissed him. Even though Fred, whatever, he's in the middle of it because that's his crew. You know what I'm saying? One of my crew disses somebody, we all diss somebody. That's how people are going to look at it. That's how people look at it, period.
And that ends the round table with you.
Ah, so Fred was the casualty. He was really beefing with T3 Lethal. But he was like, he was on some fuck it. If I diss him, I know they going to come to be his defense, so I'm going to kill everybody. That's deep. That's deep. Well, now this track finna make sense. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know how old I was when this interview happened. I know I ain't seen it before. You can tell, look at the pixels in it. It's more old, like VHS tape or something. Is that it?
No.
Yeah, that's it. Well, there we have it. The reasoning behind why Eminem dissed him. Interview, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Pop Vape Maniacs, you know, Flame Gang, we finna turn up. You dig what I'm saying? Like and subscribe. Let's go to this video though. We gotta go drop this girls. You dig what I'm saying?